Hello everyone. Today we will discuss the new topic of feudalism, that is how is feudalism practiced. India follow the feudalism and how it followed in India. So for that we have three important points. First one is linguistic states, language policy and the state center relation. So first of all we have the map of India, and at the beginning, after independence, we got independence in 1947, and after that the states were formed on the basis of their language. There was the act that was passed in 1956 that reorganized the states on the basis of their language. At the beginning we were having 14 states and 6 union territories. After that in 1966 Punjab split into two parts. पंजाब टू पार्ट्स में डिवाइड हुआ, पंजाब एंड हरियाणा, एंड चंडीगढ़ बिकेम द यूनियन टेरिटरी एंड द कैपिटल ऑफ दीज बोथ स्टेट्स. नाउ हेयर अरुणाचल प्रदेश दैट वाज द यूनियन टेरिटरी created from the Assam in 1972, that also became the state in 1987. After that Nagaland, that was also became the state in 1963. Mizoram became state in 1987 and Meghalaya became the state in 1972. So students, here so many states that were formed on the basis of their language, culture, ethnicity and the geographical condition of that area. Here we have the linguistic states. Some points are given here. Many states have been formed and boundaries have been changed and people of common language have been brought together. After independence, many states were formed, their boundaries also changed. New states form हुई, उनकी boundaries change हुई, and those people who spoke the common language, they have been brought together. उन सबको इकट्ठा किया गया. And ये कैसे हुआ? States created on the basis of their culture, ethnicity and geography. उन सब से रिलेटेड उनकी जो कल्चर थी, एथनिसिटी और उनकी एरिया की जोग्राफिकल जो कंडीशन थी, on the basis of that the government formed their states, so that the government also administration, जो वहाँ का एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन है उसको ईजिली हैंडल कर सके. सो जो पीपल थे उन सबको एक स्टेट्स के अंदर रखा गया. फॉर एग्जाम्पल नागालैंड, उत्तराखंड एंड झारखंड. These are the examples of those states which formed on the basis of their culture, language and geographical condition. Now next one is language policy. In our constitution, in 8th schedule, in our constitution there are total 12 schedules, and in 8th schedule we have the languages. Means in 8th schedule there are total 22 languages are given, and Hindi is declared as the official language. So after independence, our constitution makers decided to make the Hindi as a national language, but only 40% people spoke the Hindi language. That's why they did not decide Hindi as the national language. So no language has been given the status of national language. In India, there is no single language that declare the national language. Okay. Central government cannot impose Hindi on non-Hindi speaking states. The central government उन स्टेट्स पर हिंदी थोपना नहीं चाहती थी जो हिंदी नहीं बोलते हैं. नॉन हिंदी स्पीकिंग स्टेट्स लाइक साउथ इंडियन स्टेट्स, तमिलनाडु, आंध्र प्रदेश, कर्नाटका, केरला, these states did not like to speak Hindi. So 22 languages have been recognized as scheduled language. So in our constitution we have 22 languages. One is Hindi and 21 other languages. Okay. Center agrees to use English along with Hindi. By this flexibility is shown. So those states in India who did not want Hindi as the official language or national language, they decided that government should start or constitution will start the English as the main language. So the constitution decided that Hindi is the official language and the second language is English. Next one is, look here, we have the cartoon. We have one cartoon here. This is the central government and here is the powers related to the states. Here we have the states. Okay. These ministers are the CM of different states. आपकी बुक में clearly given है. You can read the names of the states from your book. I think this is Bihar. So what is related to this cartoon? Means क्या show करता है cartoon? This is the relation between central government and the state government. So center and state relation. In a democratic country or in federalism, the center state relation must be good. The actual strength of federalism depends upon the center state relations. Means in a best federalism वही होगा जहाँ पर स्टेट और सेंटर रिलेशन अच्छे होंगे. ओके. नेक्स्ट वन इज, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल अरेंजमेंट्स ऑफ शेयरिंग ऑफ पावर डिपेंड्स अपॉन द रूलिंग पार्टीज एंड द लीडर्स. कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन अरेंजमेंट्स ऑफ शेयरिंग ऑफ पावर, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ने पावर्स को शेयर किया है अमंग द डिफरेंट ऑर्गन्स एंड बिटवीन द सेंटर एंड स्टेट गवर्नमेंट, बट the powers depend on the ministers and the parties, the ruling party. Understand? If the ruling party in center, if the ruling party have more powers and in states also the government is also related to the same ruling party, then the central government decide the powers, how much powers will be given to the state government. Now, a state cannot exercise its rights autonomously if the same party rules at the center and state. Means जो हमारी state government है, the state government cannot exercise, जो स्टेट गवर्नमेंट है वो अपने रियल पावर्स और राइट्स को यूज नहीं कर सकती इफ़ द सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट इज ऑल्सो रिलेटेड टू द सेम पार्टी. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इन हरियाणा देर इज़ द बीजेपी गवर्नमेंट रूल एंड इन द सेंट्रल वी ऑल्सो हैव द बीजेपी रूल. सो द हरियाणा गवर्नमेंट विल नॉट यूज देयर ओन राइट्स. ओके. It always rule under the control of a central government. Now, on the other hand, if the ruling party at the state is different, लेकिन अगर state level पर different political party rule करती है तो maybe they can use their own rights, and in this situation or in this condition the central government do not misuse the powers, right? Then the possibility of misuse of power by the central government cannot be ruled out. So here, if the government in state and center is belong to the different political parties, then the central government maybe not misuse the powers. Next, look here, we have one more cartoon here. This is the BJP government and these are the ministers. Look here, these are the ministers, and this picture is related to the coalition government. Before 1990s, the central government always control the state governments and they did not use their own real powers. I am talking about the states. But in 1990s, after the 1990s, there was a new form of government, that was a coalition government. And in coalition government, the powers are equally divided. You can say not equally, but powers are given to the every minister who belong to the government. So what is the meaning of coalition government? Coalition government means a government formed by an alliance of two or more political parties, usually when no single party enjoy majority support of the members in a legislature. Understand it in a simple way. Coalition government means during the election, if no single party get the majority in election, then the party who gets the more votes in election, this party make the alliance with the other parties and form the government. This is known as a coalition government. And in present time, this type of government is good. So we have one more point here. Here we have the difference between the federal and unitary form of government. Actually, federal means the division of powers. Unitary means one level of the government. Means only central power have the only central government have all the powers. Federal government. Here we have the two levels of the government, central government and state governments. But here we have only the one level of the government, central government, or you can say national government. Means फेडरल फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट में हमारे पास टू लेवल्स होते हैं गवर्नमेंट के, स्टेट और सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट. बट यूनिटरी फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट में सिंगल लेवल गवर्नमेंट होती है, दैट इज ए सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट. पॉलिटिकल पावर शेयर्ड बाय टू लेवल ऑफ द गवर्नमेंट. पॉलिटिकल पार्टीज में जो पावर होती है वो शेयर की जाती है बोथ लेवल्स के द्वारा, सेंट्रल एंड स्टेट गवर्नमेंट के द्वारा बेटा. एंड इन पॉलिटिकल पावर्स only central government use all the powers. Here the constitution is rigid and codified. Constitution rigid होता है, means उसको हम बार बार change नहीं कर सकते. Codified होता है, codified means each and everything, rule and regulations are written. But here the constitution is flexible. यहाँ constitution flexible होता है, we can change the constitution when we need. एंड इट वॉज अनकोडिफाइड, और ये कोडिफाइड भी नहीं होता, इसमें रूल्स रेगुलेशंस भी रिटन नहीं हैं. डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ लॉज. डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ लॉ मीन्स सेंटर स्टेट जो लॉज हैं सेंटर और स्टेट गवर्नमेंट के, वो डिफरेंट टाइप्स के हो सकते हैं और होते हैं. बट इन ओनली वन सेट ऑफ लॉ. इन यूनिटरी फॉर्म ऑफ गवर्नमेंट देर इज ओनली वन सेट ऑफ लॉ. मीन्स एक ही टाइप के लॉज फॉलो होंगे एट द लेवल ऑफ सेंटर एंड स्टेट. सो हेयर विच टाइप ऑफ गवर्नमेंट इज बेस्ट अकॉर्डिंग टू यू? I think federal form of government, because it give more powers to the state government. So I hope you understand the topic. Thank you. Have a good day.